and the Rose Bowl. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Washington Huskies and the UCLA Bruins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Washington head coach before the game. He understands what a challenge this is. Number one, the stadium is one of the best in college football. Every time you step foot in this crowd, in this stadium, you have to be at your best from a communication standpoint. This top 25 team will be a challenge, and he understands his guys have their backs against the wall. They have to communicate and be effective at the line of scrimmage. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Bruins will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Got enough for the first. Lots of running room. Inside the 30. Inside the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Huskies.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll move the wide receiver. Gonna run it. It's Knight. Oh, he's got some space. Makes it past the marker. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Fires to the big fella. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Inside the 25. Out of bounds, wide at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Knight. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Iamaleava. Rushes on him. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Motion from the wideout. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava got his man out of the backfield. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Williams. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Going for the big play. Brings it down on the right side. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Huskies. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Bruins in the hurry up. Saying in the gun on 3rd down. Turns it loose. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
And the Bruins line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He's got it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Got a little space. Got enough for the first. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, we talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had, these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
On the move. Stumbled to the ground. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Quick release by the QB. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Washington sends out the punt team. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. He'll get this drive started from the 29. Motion from the back. The run inside. It's Knight. Crosses the 40. There he goes. Powers through. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Williams on the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Here's Williams to throw. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Nestles it in at the 35. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. motion to start this drive at their own 47. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Iamaleava. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Goes high to pull it in. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. We've reached a break. It's Washington holding the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Running inside, it's Knight. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Might as well stick with him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Wide receiver going in motion. Iamaleava from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Field goal is good. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Williams fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Huskies peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Williams looking for a man. Finds a tight end. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37. Washington wants to go quickly. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
The run inside. It's Knight. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. And as he throws, incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They go right back to him. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Washington right back to the line. Play fake, Williams. It's complete on the right side. Goes down immediately, but he's got plenty and a fresh set of downs here.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. They'll run play action. Now sliding to his left. A strike downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Going to the run. It's Washington. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll run it again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Bruins choose to use their final timeout here. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Touchdown, Huskies. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll send the back in motion. Throwing, Williams. Picked off, and he's got open room.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Makes the grab. It's Ellis. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some balance, but they can pick up yards in chunks. And you're seeing it happen. A really nice completion there. They ran it the play before, and now here they are knocking on the goal line again in the red zone.
Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle. Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, what a missed opportunity for this offense. They had a chance to get points. Now they turn the football over. But if I'm this defense, I'm ready to roll. I got them in the black zone. They got to go the length of the field, see if I can go make something happen and get this ball back to my offense.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Turning it on. Good job up front to get it out to the 22 before he's knocked out of bounds.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable third down situations. We've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
Williams. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds his man. It's Moss. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Huskies come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Williams will pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's going to take off. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Washington wants to go quickly.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Throwing on the run. Makes a grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Here's Williams to throw. The screen, and watch out. They will score. Touchdown, Huskies. Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Running inside. It's Knight. Still running at the 40. Well, so much for running out the clock. You get a huge play like that, and you're set up maybe to put points on the board before the break. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And this is some kind of belief in your kicker. They are sending him out there to try to get 3 from way downtown. As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost zero margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with the Texas State Bobcats taking on the Army Black Knights. And it's the Bobcats with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team.
The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here.
The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season.
And the Bruins headed quickly to the line. Rides to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Looking for a gap. It's Knight. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Before they snap the ball on second down, timeout is called. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The run inside. It's Knight. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Third down in the gun, Iamaleava. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. Now on the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Williams skips away from pressure. Now he'll fire back into the middle. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. Jumped on top of the pile. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava. Shoots it to the left. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And the Bruins send out the punt unit. They kick it away on fourth down. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism.
Breaks into the open.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Give to Washington again. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Throwing, Williams. Looking deep down the right side. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the good news is after that 2nd pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Running inside, it's Thomas. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense.
Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Bruins! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's into the end zone again. A little icing on the cake for the 2-point conversion after the long touchdown run. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Williams finds us back in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I love the type of throw there by the quarterback, throwing to his running back on that angle route. That cannot be a bullet throw. He just puts enough air on it, makes it an easy catch for his running back on the move. Running back makes the grab, and he's able to advance it.
Handoff, Washington running left. There's a crease. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Once he got some room, it was over.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Knight. He breaks a tackle, and he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Throwing, Iamaleava. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a deep grab. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34, and what an electrifying play. The run inside. It's Knight. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. He's got it again. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Complete. Running through contact. Touchdown, UCLA! They fought their way all the way back, and it's a one-possession game. The Bruins fight back with a score of their own. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Nick.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Huskies offense out there and ready to go. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Play action with Williams. Steps to his left, out of the pocket.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's Williams to throw. Stepping to the right. Now he'll throw back into the middle. Goes high to pull it in. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
Motion from the wide receiver. Here's a give to Washington. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Williams. Got his man. At the 35, he's loose. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Picks up the first down. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Unloads quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Williams on the play fake. Finds his big tight end. And he goes down right there. That play's going to lose yardage.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the first down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Got it.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. We knew this crowd would make its presence felt, and they are doing so in a big spot. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Touchdown, Huskies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Huskies back on top.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The offense changing the play. Iamaleava throws to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He come up with the interception. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Okay, you have a 2-score advantage here, so while you want to be aggressive, David, don't hand them a cheap one.
Dang right. I'm not being reckless. I can still be aggressive, but a punt is not the worst thing, Jesse, in this situation in the fourth quarter.
You're right, David. You don't want to be reckless. So as a play caller here, let's dial up some things you know your quarterback sees well in the passing game.
Washington again. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Handoff. Washington goes left. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Play fake, Williams. Bring in the heat. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.